Hello.
What's up?
My name is Taylor. Are we introducing ourselves this time? I feel like, do you guys know who we are?
Let's just do it. Hi, I'm Terra. That's Taylor
Hi.
up there. Let's get going.
All right. Straight to the point this time.
But our podcast, we talk about spooky stories. I feel like you should know this by now. I don't know why you would start with the 6th episode. Let's keep going. What are we doing today, Taylor?
Today, we are going to talk about some spooky stories we found on the internet that have to do with New Mexico, which is the state that we're covering today.
Yeah, I have family that lives in New Mexico.
On your dad's side?
Yeah, on my dad's
cool,
side.
Cool.
Woo.
Nice. I don't have anybody that lives in New Mexico that I know.
Yeah, it's yeah.
Cool.
Awesome. Okay. So anything spooky or interesting?
No, but we had spring break. I'm trying to think if anything creepy happened.
Oh, the boat.
Oh, we went. Oh yeah. Tara and I went to this like flower field. It was like just poppies, like solely just poppies. It was really pretty.
Yeah.
We took good pictures, but there was like a random boat in the middle of the patch.
Yeah, we got some pictures by it. We should post them with the for the episode.
We should. We should.
But yeah, I took a bunch of pictures next to it because I'm so cool and quirky.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it was like all busted in and like, it's just random because like, California doesn't have a lot of water, so like it wouldn't really make sense to for it to be there unless somebody just dumped it there, which is
it's probably
kind of strange.
Okay. But yeah, we took some good pictures, and that was a little
we'll show you guys maybe.
weird. How about you, Tara? Anything spooky? Oh, it's so loud.
Stop applauding for each other.
I know, right?
No, nothing really.
Nothing?
Well, I mean, I was there for the poppy thing. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we saw the D&D movie.
Yeah.
That was cool.
It was good. You guys should watch that.
Yeah. We saw it with our D&D party because we're nerds.
I am the DM for the D&D party.
Woohoo!
Woo!
Woo! The way it faded. That was great. That was really great.
I burped.
You burped.
Yeah.
Iconic. Anyway, today, as we said, we talk about some spooky stories from New Mexico. Yeah. All right. So, Tara, what is your spooky story?
New Mexico. Oh wait,
What?
that's
Wait. No. You're what are some spooky stories you found?
So my story is of the St. James Hotel, in New Mexico.
Mm-hmm.
So it was originally built by Henry Lambert in 1872,
Mm-hmm.
and it was recommended to be built by Ulysses S. Grant.
I've heard that name before.
He's a president.
Oh.
Well, not anymore because he's dead, but
Oh.
L.
Wow.
So at one point, Lambert was actually the personal chef of Abraham Lincoln, the Emancipation Proclamation man.
Yeah, the dude that looks like he looks like really friendly. He kind of looks like my pediatrician.
He looks kind of like a skeleton.
Shout out Dr. Nathanson. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that. It's fine, whatever.
But yeah, so he went to originally Elizabethtown, New Mexico, in search of gold because gold.
Yeah.
And he found a little bit of gold, and he started a restaurant and a saloon in Elizabethtown. But then this guy who owned like a lot of the land around, probably gonna butcher this name, Lucian B. Maxwell, was like, yo, Lambert, come to Cimarron. Looks like cinnamon roll without any L's. Yeah, come over here and do your thing over here, man. And since the guy, Maxwell, owned, like, basically all of the land, including, like, Elizabethtown, and I think also...
Oh, sorry, I dropped my ring.
Oh, man.
Is that the creeper thing?
Oh, my God.
Oh, God. Sorry,
Oh, my God. Anyway, since he owned, like, a lot of the land around there, he was like, all right, fine, I'll move. So we moved to the cinnamon roll place, whatever, Cinnamon. He started the Lambert Inn, which was later renamed the St. James Hotel. So the first thing he built wasn't St. James Hotel. It was just a different place, and then he moved somewhere else. And anyway, so many murders occurred there because there was a large number of outlaws that stayed there because this was in them wild, wild Western times.
Ruh-roh. I was literally just about to burp.
Why
do we burp so much? No one will know.
I forgot what that was for.
What?
Why you hit that button.
Oh,
because people died, yeah. Or murder, or, Wild West. Anyway, my brain's a little scrambled. I'm scrambled eggs.
It's the Tuesday after spring break.
That is true. Anyway, so a large number of outlaws stayed there because it was kind of out of the way. But you know, it was still in the Wild West. So some of the people that stayed there include Wyatt Yarp, Jesse James, Buffalo Bill Cody, Annie Oakley, and this guy named Davy Crockett, who was a descendant of the original Davy Crockett, I guess. And at one point, he, in the, like, main bar area of the hotel, he killed 3 soldiers in 1876.
Jeez.
For funsies, I guess. But yeah,
sorry if you guys can hear the stuff in the back. We've tried re-recording like 3 or 4 times, but again, we're in a classroom, so sorry.
Yeah. So throughout the years up to more current years, it has gone through a variety of owners who in turn like would restore or like not restore, you know, just like do various things to like to it in their ownership of it. You enjoyed those Rice Krispies, bro?
Sorry, I had to mute myself. Can you hear me chewing? I mean, now.
Not earlier, but now I can.
Okay.
But it went through restorations, reopenings. What's the opposite of reopening? Closing down.
Completely demolishing.
Okay, anyway, but there's been many reports of haunted experiences and just silly, goofy things that happen there. One thing, though, is that there are many bullet holes in the ceiling. When it was originally re-restored, they originally went through it, and there was, like, so many bullet holes in the ceiling of like, the first floor. So, like, there was also a second floor. But because the ceiling was so thick and voluptuous, the bullets couldn't get through into the second floor and kill anyone. However, there are still like 20-something bullets like in the ceiling of the dining room of there because
oh my God.
For funsies, I don't know, maybe it's expensive to take them down. But
it's just decoration, folks.
Decoration for that ceiling.
Yeah, we're just quirky.
They're just getting piercings.
Wait, what?
The ceiling's just getting piercings.
True.
Tarot.
You know those, like, nipple lamps? Or those, like, nipple lights?
What are you talking about?
You know those, like, lights on the top of a ceiling that look like a boob.
Oh, those.
It's like there's like an freaking
I thought you meant like
bullet in there. Looks like a little nipple piercing.
I always thought you meant like actual nipple piercings, but they had little blow up bits.
No,
Like
don't put that image in my mind. That's so gross.
But there are a couple of rooms and just places around the hotel which have been seen to have paranormal activities.
Oh my.
One of those that is included is room 18, which is left like no one can book that room, and like it's not available for customers to stay in, because it is said to be haunted by T.J. Wright, who was like a criminal man.
So not TJ Maxx, because I totally thought you were about to say that.
It's haunted by TJ Maxx.
It's like, wait, that's cool.
I'm trying to remember if he had like anything going on with him that was like, from what I remember, I forgot to write this down. But he he had won the ownership of the hotel, in a card game, and
Iconic.
And then he was going up to his room, and then they were like, and then they shot him in the back of the head.
Oh my god.
And then he fell into his room, and they just kind of like closed the door, and he bled out.
That's scary.
Yeah. But then they found him later, obviously. I'm pretty sure that's what happened. Sorry, I forgot to write that down.
No, that's fine. But
some other paranormal experiences that have occurred is in room 17, in where guests have reported hearing boots walking on the hallways and tapping on the door, and it was believed to have once been tied to Lambert's wife, Mary Lambert. I would assume. I don't know what her last name is, but it's not important. Sorry, bestie. The hotel second floor is also considered like spiritually active, with stories of like cold spots and like the smell of like cigar smoke, even though smoking isn't allowed in the hotel, which it's possible that like it's just like people were smoking and they weren't supposed to, but also back in the old and Wild West days there was like a lot of smoking and stuff, so
yeah.
Maybe a ghost, I don't know.
Ghost cigar.
And a prior manager of the place said that you never see them, but you do feel and hear them. And then, however, another former owner stated that they walked into the dining room and saw a quote-unquote pleasant-looking cowboy standing behind her in the mirror on the front of the bar. So, like, there's a window behind the bar. Or, sorry, not a window, a mirror behind the bar. And she saw, like, a pleasant-looking cowboy just chilling there.
Pleasant.
That's what it says.
She's
Pleasant
like,
look. Ayo. Ayo.
Ayo.
Mr. Cowboy. And then she turns around and he's not there. She's like, oh, crap.
I got ghosted again.
That was so bad.
That was good.
That was good, but also very
really
bad.
good.
Ha 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 ha. Laugh.
The soundboard thinks it's funny.
Yeah. We love you. We should come up with a name for the soundboard.
Yeah, Sally. No, Road, because its name is Road. Rodeo.
Rodeo. Anyway.
Not sponsored by Road.
Oh, yeah. I was like, a rodeo sponsored us? When?
Nope.
And then another former owner, I think it's gone through like a lot of owners, said that they were pushed while in one of the rooms, and on another occasion saw a ball of orange light kind of floating in the upper corner of a room, and she said it like kind of felt like it was angry in a sense.
There's an angry, would you say an orange ball? Or
yeah.
Angry orange ball in the room.
Yeah.
How do they know it's angry?
I don't know, I guess she just felt it. She's like, oh.
That ball is bad.
Oh, he's a little flustered. He's a little heated.
She's crazy.
She's just like insane. Anyway, and then there is also room 17, which is considered to be an epicenter for sightings of Mary Elizabeth, who was Henry Lambert's second wife. And it's kind of rumored that she's like the protector that stayed at the hotel. As she gave birth in the hotel to a couple, I think I don't know how many children she had, but she gave birth there, and she died there in late 1926. And it said that sometimes people can smell her rose-scented perfume in that room, and also incessant tapping on the window when the window is open, and will not stop until the window is closed.
That's weird. Just like, it's like, hello,
close the window.
Penny. Big Bang Theory. Sheldon does that. I'm so sorry, that was bad reference.
But like, no, it was like knocking. Like, hello, there's a draft. Close the window.
I'm cold.
Please, I'm cold. I'm a little cold. See, it's the same thing I said. Ghosts get cold. That's why they like have to be in warm places. Mm-hmm. Theories.
Yeah. You don't know of any Antarctic ghosts, do you? Yeah. That's why.
Not at all, because no people go there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. A good point.
And there are other occasions where people have seen a milky, quote unquote, milky transparent woman in the hallways.
Milky
like milky white.
Okay. Got it. Okay, cool. Go on. Please.
And there's like a lot of like spiritual things that have happened there, but one more, the last one I was going to talk about is this kind of quote unquote dwarf-like old man. Miblo. He's a D&D character from our party.
Shout out
to Miblo. And if you're not listening to this, Miblo, why not?
Yeah.
I'll get on your butt about it. But he has been nicknamed Little Imp by the hotel. This reminds me way too much of Miblo. Without knowing who Miblo is, nobody's going to know what we're talking about. He is I thought it was a halfling.
Oh, he's a halfling.
He's a halfling barbarian that's played by
Pierce, my boyfriend.
Okay, I didn't know if you want to say it was your boyfriend. No,
it's fine. I don't mind.
Played by Taylor's boyfriend, Pierce, and he's just kind of like, he doesn't believe he's short, and it's just funny. But according to the hotel staff, he is been seen as being, he is very mischievous and is constantly playing tricks and laughing at the staff. And even on one occasion, he was said to have stuck a knife in the floor between two owners of the old inn.
He's just devious.
He's a little goofy goober.
What a little gremlin. He's like, I just imagine a little leprechaun man.
He's a little leprechaun. However, he has also been blamed for like other things disappearing only when they found later in like locations where they're not supposed to be. So like the knife and the floorboards, or like, I don't know, silverware in I was gonna say in the dishwasher. That's where it's supposed to be.
The underwear drawer. I don't know.
I wouldn't want forks in my underwear.
That would suck.
That would hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we're gonna stop with that conversation before it goes places it doesn't need to. Yep. Mm-hmm. But yeah, that's the story of the St. James Hotel. It's just a little spooky place. Hooray!
Hooray!
Wah, wah.
Wah. Oh, I cut it off. Whoops.
Anyway.
So,
Taylor, what's your story?
Well, you see, it is quite the one that'll make you
shiver.
No, I didn't want to say it. Yeah. We're never gonna stop with that joke, by the way.
It's
not funny.
It's not funny
at all.
But it's also very funny.
Mm-hmm. So my story is about the New Mexico State Penitentiary.
Wow.
And it's in Santa Fe, New Mexico. It has a really, like, sour history, I'd say.
Like a lemon?
Yeah, like a lemon.
It's a lemon.
With bloodshed.
Spicy lemon.
It's so loud. Is this? Oh, I thought it was Sweeney Todd again. Sorry, guys. Can't control what's going on in the class. So it was made in 1956 as a modern correctional facility, but it became like overcrowded and understaffed in like the 70s.
That is very normal. For,
Yeah.
like state penitentiaries or like even mental institutions from back in the olden days. Even now sometimes, but like they just always get really crowded and like nobody can like they always underestimate how many people need help.
That's true, and it sucks because in 1980, a violent prison riot broke out. If you've heard of the Santa Fe, or what is this? Is that what it's called? Yeah, New Mexico State Penitentiary riot. Have you heard of it?
I haven't heard of that.
So basically, it lasted for 36 hours, resulted in the death of 33 inmates and the injury of more than 200 other people. It's so loud. Sorry.
There's like a video that's being played outside of our little recording studio, and it's like still very loud. So if you hear it, we apologize. We can't control it. We just need to record. So anyway, continue.
So the riot was the result of decades of just poor conditions. Obviously, right off the bat, it was terrible, and abuse within the prison, as well as gang conflicts. But it did lead to reforms within the prison.
That's good.
Prison system, and a focus on rehabilitation rather than punishment and like literal torture.
I agree with that. Let's
Slay.
do the what was the word you said?
Rehabilitation.
Let's do the rehabilitation and not the other stuff.
Like abuse.
Yeah, abuse is bad.
Okay.
I don't know what that was.
And
we do not condone abuse. It's
don't
dumb.
condone it. Condone it. Stupid. So yeah, the facility faced continued issues with overcrowding and understaffing, as well as allegation of harm on inmates even after that, though. Some accounts of the mistreatment would include the punishment cell, which already sounds so hellish. It's where inmates who were misbehaved or were deemed difficult were often placed in a punishment cell. The cell was a small, windowless room with no toilet or running water. So already disgusting and inhumane.
Oh my God,
But inmates would be left in the cell for days or even weeks, and many experienced hallucinations. I said this wrong last night when I was rehearsing this.
hallucinations.
Thank you. And psychological trauma as a result.
Of course they did. They were stuck in a room and they couldn't go pee, and it was like I forgot how long it was, but like recently, or not recently, but like the like some big health, maybe it might have been World Health Organization, but like somebody came out recently and be like, hey, I think it was like over like I want to say like 3 days in isolation is considered torture.
Yeah.
I don't know how many days it is, but it's like some big like it's like a relatively small amount. So
that's why we all went crazy during quarantine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know I did.
Yeah, me too.
Sometimes
not good.
it was bad. It led to a lot of mental health problems.
Same.
But fun times. Anyway, before I dump, the Buckeye cell was another terrible thing.
The Buckeye cell?
Buckeye.
Oh, okay.
Which both are scary names. So inmates who were again deemed like dangerous or like most scary were often housed in this cell. And it was really small and isolated in a crappy cell block. And they were kept in there for like 23 hours a day. It's weird that it's not 24 now that I'm reading it.
Maybe they let them out to like eat.
Oh, yeah.
It was probably like let out.
Yeah, for 1 hour they're like, you can be stable.
Yeah, but the rest of the time, go in the corner.
Go and die.
Go and die in the corner.
But yeah, and they had like really limited human interaction, which again, bad.
That's awful. Even like prison conditions, like people still need like social connection and something. Like that's like a basic human necessity.
Well, like I don't understand how you expect someone to get better if you're literally just torturing them and making them isolated, which is proven to make them more mentally unstable. Like it doesn't add up to me scientifically. Anyway, the conditions were so harsh that many inmates again went insane. So it was just terrible, and you're eating a Rice Krispie. Those were good. But yeah, it was just terrible, and it was something no human should have ever experienced.
Whoa.
True. But a 2010 article posted in the Santa Fe New Mexican called Chasing Ghosts in the Old Pen even told the stories of those who experienced paranormal encounters at the jail. These weren't inmates. These were usually like film crew members, or either one is a janitor and then another is an actor, I think. Yeah. So this includes the account of a film crew member who was working on the set of a Passion play. I don't know if that was what it was called. It was just named that in the article. And since the main facility was shut down at the time due to uncontrollable disturbances, quote, I don't know what that means. I don't know if that means like
the people in the cell, like the inmates, or like spooky stuff, or like
I don't know.
Also, what is a passion play? Why are you doing it at an old, like, what is it? No, not a hospital. An old penitentiary. What kind of passion play is that?
It's like, okay, so they film a lot there. I was going to mention that too.
Oh, okay.
According to former government Gary Johnson, and it's been used as, a location for movie productions. So anyway, the member had claimed to have seen a male figure in a green convict suit walking by the accounting office in the
green?
pen. Yeah, around 10 at night.
That's interesting, because, like, I never hear, like, you hear, like, the black and white stripes. Right. You hear the orange jumpsuit. I've never heard of a green one.
It's different, yeah.
Maybe it's just a California thing of it being orange. I don't know. But
I don't think so, but then again, I don't know.
I don't know.
No idea. But, yeah, no one else was supposed to be in the building, so the brave crew member looked into the bathroom where the figure entered. Again, nobody was there. So, yeah, it was just really, like, creepy.
And spooky.
And very spooky. But, yeah, no one else was supposed to be in the building, so the brave crew member looked into the bathroom, and, again, no one was there. So then a moment later, the figure came out and then walked into the other direction, disappearing into the darkness of the hall. So weird. But yeah, another account of spookiness in the prison would be from the unofficial prison custodian.
Unofficial prison?
Yeah, I don't know what that means either. I mean,
is it like he was just like, yo, he came over with like a broom and a mop and he's like, yo, I'm going to clean this place. And they're like,
right.
Okay, I guess.
Okay, sure. So the unofficial prison custodian, as I said, his name is Lamonda.
Good for him.
And he's skeptical. Why'd you say good for him?
I don't know.
He's skeptical of the penitentiary's supposed ghosts. So he's a super skeptic, which is fine. But he tends to trace back all of his, like, spooky encounters, like a phantom's cry or growl, to things nearby, like animals or air conditioning. But even with his skepticism, he did claim to have heard a random bump, whispering, and gibberish in a cell. And he even caught it on video. Unfortunately, I don't have that video. I wish I did. By his colleagues. And it wasn't them, apparently. And he has no explanation to the noises. So he couldn't find any point where the noises could have been traced back to. Also, something I find really creepy is that there were blowtorch victims, I'm assuming.
What?
During the riot. Left outside a cell block 4, and it's like an outline of charred imprints.
Oh my god!
In 2 spots.
Why'd they bring out blowtorches? Man, it's a riot, but dang, bro,
that was intense. One of the most haunted areas is cell block 4, and it's terrifying as is. But even after multiple attempts to rid of it through like bleaching, washing, or painting, the figure still sticks to the cement.
Oh my god.
Which is weird. And that's in Lamonda's words, too. And another film crew extra had wandered off from his set at the jail and checked out a cell. And as he did, the door inexplicably just slammed in on him.
Oh my gosh.
He was found shivering and terrified a bit later, just like alone. So that's weird.
I would have probably left, gone home, be like, you know what? Find yourself another extra.
Look, I'm underpaid as is. Like,
yeah.
But yeah, yet another film crew member and actor, Scott Patterson, also claimed that as he was on location, he decided to check out the death row part of the abandoned penitentiary, which
like the people that were gonna die.
No, like just like the death row's like hall.
Well, like where they would keep people.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So he jokingly sat in one of the gas chamber's chairs, and as he made his way through the nearby hallway, he spotted a black spot or the shadow of an unknown figure. And when he reached the viewing room for the gas chamber, he found a small lit candle just standing up in the middle of the dark, empty room, upright in a chair.
Oh my gosh. I'm just saying, like, if their gas filled up that room, that would light so fast.
Oh my god, that's true. I didn't think of that.
Like a candle, that's so dangerous. I don't know if, like, even if, like, I don't know if there was still, like, gas in there. And obviously, it's your story, but, like, still, it's, like...
That's horrifying.
That's pretty dangerous.
Yeah, that's just scary. So, his producer, the tagged along, was just horrified. And they both wanted to leave, but Patterson wasn't as eager just yet. So he continued to sit in one of the gas chamber chairs and noticed his producer staring a bit behind him. Like that. Just like...
Oh.
Like just giant-eyed, like... Probably mouth open, just super scared. So they turned to see two black shapes sitting on other gas chamber chairs. Like human shapes this time. Like, like creepy as hell.
What I don't get is why he wanted to sit in the gas chamber chairs so much.
I said jokingly, I think he probably did it just to maybe make a joke or maybe just sit down. Like, I don't know. I have no idea. Or maybe he was trying to conjure the spirits, which actually works. So don't do that if you don't actually want to see a ghost.
Yeah.
But they ran really quickly and were said to have seen a winged devilish creature right before leaving the premises. Mm-hmm. Which is scary.
Wait, a what? Sorry.
Winged devilish creature.
Should gargoyle, maybe.
That's what I was thinking, like the one from Monster High, if you've seen it, like the little baby gargoyle. I'm not making any sense. Okay, so
I was thinking like the ones that are on like the tops of buildings.
Yeah.
Is that what it looked like?
Kind of.
I was thinking of like the Disney afternoon show gargoyles. So we were both going in different directions with it.
It's fine.
It's like that. It's like that. What was it? Kevin the bird from Up. No, Kevin from Home Alone 2.
So bad. God. But yeah, Patterson had even dropped his phone in the death row while like zooming out. And his local sound technician found it somewhere, like in the death row. I don't know why he went back.
Maybe and when looking for the camera.
Yeah, when they were like, "Oh, we went to the death row part," or when Patterson told him that, he was like, "Don't do that. Like, it has really bad history. Like, that's not good."
Yeah, don't. No.
So horrifying. That was a little short, but that was my story.
That's pretty. I'm still confused as to, like, I know you said like maybe like a joke or something, but like, why would you go there? Like,
I don't know. Just like. For fun. I mean, I kind of want to go to a spooky site just to like...
Yeah. But also it's like a death row, like gas chamber. So it's like...
Yeah, that's more like disrespectful.
Yeah, I was like, that just seems like really disrespectful. Especially like you're just like, well, I want to stay there longer. For what? For what are you going to do?
Yeah, a little bit weird. I mean...
Yeah.
I definitely didn't like that the candle was sitting up. But when I read that, I was like, hell no. Like, I would have been out of there.
Yeah, me too. Especially since it was, like, a gas chamber.
Yeah.
And, like, things catch on fire very easily. When, like, it's, like, the same idea if, like, a room fills with gas and you, like, light a match and it, like, like, it explodes.
I hate that. Because now I'm thinking, like, what if there was a bit of residue gas left? Yeah. Because it wasn't that long ago that this place shut down. Again, this was in the 80s. Like, they're if it was, like, radioactive stuff, it will stay, like, radioactive
like, and gas chambers are not.
Like, waste, it does not go away for a very, very, very
Why
long
is there
time.
radioactive stuff there?
No, I'm saying if it was radioactive somehow. Or if it was, like, if there was a little bit of gasoline there. Like,
yeah, if there was,
terribly.
Especially if it was, like, still in the tanks and, like, one of the tanks broke.
Yeah.
And it just, and it's just like,
I don't like that.
That could also lead to, like, possible hallucinations. So.
Oh, that's true.
But still, that's, like, Why would there be a candle there? That's so weird.
I have no idea.
That's so weird.
Yeah.
So dangerous.
So that was my story. Very
I still think the unofficial unofficial custodian is pretty funny.
Lamonda seems really chill.
Yeah, I would be his friend.
Yeah, he did say that he thinks their winged creature that they had allegedly saw was just an owl because he's seen an owl before, which it could have very well been an owl because they were running out really quickly. But I still don't know why there would be a candle there.
Yeah. He had his own little candle.
Like a lit candle in the gasoline chamber.
Yeah, that's so weird.
Creepy.
Anyway.
That's
the end of our stories.
It is.
So what's our next episode gonna be,
well,
Taylor?
Our next episode, y'all. Gonna sound like Mr. Garrison. The next episode is gonna be about Texas. Texas spooky stories.
Woo, Texas.
So probably a lot of cowboy stuff.
And like, I don't know. Maybe we'll have big ghost stories because everything's bigger in Texas.
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm yelling. But yeah.
Yeah. Social media.
Social media. On Instagram, we are Shiver_podcast, all lowercase. Shivers being spelled SHVR. You can DM us your experiences or any spooky stories you want us to cover there. We're also on YouTube at Shiver Pod. Is it just Shiver? I think it's just Shiver.
Yeah, it's just Shiver on YouTube. Same thing goes for Spotify, obviously, if you're listening on Spotify. Just Shiver.
And then we have our email.
Oh, yeah. That's a thing.
So you can email us there, too, if you would like any spooky stories, experiences, etc.
All linked.
Yep, that's all linked. It's in our link tree, which will be linked, but also, like, there will be links for specific things. Anyway. I love you guys.
I love you guys.
I love you.
All right. See y'all in the next episode.
Okay.
Goodbye.
Bye. Where's the thing?